I get quite a few questions asking what type of paper I recommend, so I thought I would just make a video with my long-winded answer. So let's start out with the 3 types of papers that are the most common in craft stores. Okay, and when I'm saying craft stores, I'm talking about Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I think those are the only 2 chain stores left. And I know some people have local craft stores, but I don't. And they would all be different. So I'm just going to reference those 2 stores. If you have a local store, please shop there. That's awesome. But I can't, so unfortunately. So let's start with the weights of paper. The 3 common are the light 65 pound, the heavy 80 pound, and the extra heavy 110 pound. So when I first started paper crafting 11 years ago, pretty much the only thing available in the stores was the light 65 pound. So that is what I have used for years and years, and it has been great. Just recently, the craft stores have been adding the thicker papers, so I have been experimenting with them, and they are great. There are pluses and minuses to everything, and then there's also the different stores have different quality papers. So we'll get into all of that later, but let's first start with the weight. So the light 65 pound is this one, and you can see that it's definitely stronger than like a copy paper, and don't even mess with copy paper. It's a waste of time. And this is great because it's super easy to work with. It's easy to fold, it's easy to glue, and it's really just great. But I know that some people want sturdier projects, especially for my little houses. So there is now available the heavyweight 80 pound cardstock, and this one is only available at Hobby Lobby. Michael's doesn't carry this one, and this one is just a little step up from that one. So this is a great option. It's still pretty easy to fold and glue and everything else. The only drawback to this one is that it only comes in white and black. So hopefully they will eventually start to add in some different colors, but for now, that's all that's available. So there's also the extra heavy 110 pound, and this stuff is super thick. It's like poster board, and actually poster board is the setting that I use on my Cricut, and then I even upped the pressure on it to really get it to cut. So I have here, this house is made from the 110 pound, and it's pretty sturdy, especially for paper. And then this one is made out of the light 65. It's really hard to tell a difference on video, but you can kind of see, you know, when I squeeze them, you know, this one squeezes a little bit more, but it is pretty forgiving. But this one definitely has some more structure. And the 110 pound is really great if you were wanting to like add glitter, like if you put glue over the entire roof and put glitter. This might not hold up to that, but the 110 pound could for sure. The drawback with the extra heavy 110 pound cardstock is just that it's kind of tricky to cut with the Cricut. I used the poster board setting, and then I actually went in to edit the setting to have the pressure as high as it would go, and then it cuts 2 times. And even then, it's kind of rough of a cut, but it still does work and looks nice. And if you want the heavier house, then it works. And I mean, it's not really, you can see like I'm gonna get my face out there so it'll focus. So I mean, it's not too bad of a cut. It's just, there's a lot of mistakes too, that like it didn't cut something right, or it tore something when I was taking it off the mat, and so I have to recut it. So there's a lot of like kind of wasted paper with using it as well. With the 65 pound, you really don't get that too much. So that is one drawback. And then the other is folding. It doesn't fold that well. I usually put my ruler on top of the score line and then fold the paper on top of it to get a clear fold. Otherwise, to get a clean fold. Otherwise, it's just kind of a messy fold and just difficult. So those are the differences in the weights. Oh, and then there's also this craft cardstock, which is its own type of paper. And actually the package doesn't even say what weight it is. I would say it's about 80 or 90, but it is different. It cuts differently. It can be kind of difficult to cut. You have to play with your settings to get it just right. And I have found that different packages of this cut differently. So there's that as well. But I just really like the look of it and feel of it. Like it's just got that organic feel to it. So now we'll get into the quality of papers. So the light 65-pound cardstock you may have seen like in your office supply stores, or your like super grocery stores that have like office supplies and clothes and everything else in them, or Walmart. Myers, where I got this one, I think, but I think that's just a Midwest thing. So this Astro Brights, so they have lots of different colors available, and they're in these stores, and this is more affordable, and you can buy like the bigger packs. Well, the white and black, you usually can buy bigger packs too. So this, and when I first bought this, so Nina is the like over the top, the main brand of this or whatever. This is just a line of Nina, I'm thinking. And I used Nina a ton when I was a graphic designer and was printing things on, you know, the big printing presses, and it was great. So I guess it's great for printing, but it is just doesn't cut very well. I mean, it feels fine. It doesn't feel quite as smooth as the Michaels brand, but I don't recommend this for paper crafting. Or maybe it could be like your scrap paper when you're testing something to make sure it works, and then use the good paper. But I don't recommend that for cutting. So for as far as brands, since there's only the 2 craft stores left now, when I first started paper crafting 11 years ago, I bought everything at Hobby Lobby because that was the only craft store available in my little town. I had to drive like 25 minutes to get to Michael's, or well, Joann when it was around. And so I used pretty much Hobby Lobby. I didn't know anything better, but then a Michael's opened in my town, and wow, it's so much better quality. It's just like a smoother finish. It cuts nicer on the Cricut. I have less like issues when I use it, and it folds better. It's just so much better. But the one good part about Hobby Lobby is the colors. They tend to have like rotate their colors more often to be like more trendy colors, whereas Michael's only has like a few options really. The only drawback to this is that they're all the white core. You can see how it says that there. So it, the side of it is, see how it's all white, and then if you look at like, I'll show you this pink. This is from Michael's. See how that's pink and then that's white. So it's fine, you know, if you're just making little things for yourself or like a kid birthday party or something. But if you're doing a wedding, I wouldn't use this paper, because especially if you have like a lot of cuts, like a lot of intricate cuts, you can really see the white, and that kind of stinks. But I mean, like anything, give and take, you know. They have the trendier colors, but it's just isn't that great of a quality. The Michaels is like the solid core. It's whatever colors on the outside is in the inside too. So, oh, and then also with these, if you are planning on doing like a big project, like a bunch of different things, buy all your packs at the same time. I had bought this one, and because I loved it so much, and then I don't know, been a couple months, so I went and bought another one, and then I put the two, I think they were houses, together, and it was like totally different. And it makes sense because this is just printed on. It's not like the dye, it's not dyed, you know, it's just printed on. And so every print job can be a little bit different. So that's something to think about if you are using this. But if you buy them all at the same time, they should be like from the same print, the same run, so they should be the same. But that is something to think of. And I think that's all I have to say about paper. I hope that that answered your question. So while we're on the topic of paper, I thought I should just touch on glue as well, because I do get asked about glue all the time. And glue is important for 3D paper crafting. So let's just go over it. Top glue is this Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. And it's the white one. Don't get the one that's blue and clear. Any of the clear, I think they're all water-based. And like Elmer's glue, like the school glue that your kids use, is water-based, and it makes your paper ripple. And when I first started, I don't know if I bought, my daughter was pretty young, so I don't know if I bought it for her. Maybe I did, to make crafts, the Elmer's, but that's what I used. And I was like, this is terrible. And it just didn't even dawn on me to like go to the craft store and look for different glue. So I don't know, that took me a while. But my mother-in-law used to make cards, and she had this crafter's tape, And so I use this for a long time, and it works well. It doesn't hold forever. That's my only complaint really, is that it comes off, and then you have to get it like, there's no adjusting. Like once it's attached. Like with glue, you know, you can kind of shift the paper a little bit and then let it dry that way. But this is a good option if you want to try it, or glue dots are fine. And then I also really like this. So it's the same Tombow brand, and this glue pen. And it is, get my face out of the way. It is so great for like when you have little like slats on a house or whatever. And this, I'm loving this. And hot glue, I will say, if you have like, especially with the craft paper, or there's that craft paper that has like the foil print or coating on it, and this does not work with that. You have to use the hot glue. So those are my glue recommendations. Whatever you do, I would stay away from the clear glue and the Elmer's. I think all the other white glues are probably fine, but I really like this one. And then it has the tip, the like fine point tip on the top, and the bigger one on the bottom for like spreading big areas. So those are my top paper and top glue picks, and I hope that this long-winded my cat. So I hope that this answered any questions that you might have, and if you have any further questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a like, and if you're interested in paper crafting, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a great day, and thanks so much for watching.